Welcome back to another episode of Agents Confidential. I'm Yana,
And I'm Eric.
and we are excited about a new episode this week. And we're going to be talking about branding and why it's important. So we're just going to get right into it. Quick question. Why do people buy Nike shoes when
Never
there
heard
are
of Nike.
yeah, okay. When there are cheaper shoes out there, there are arguably more comfortable shoes out there, there are technically better shoes. It is not the product that you're buying, it is the brand. And when it comes to insurance, people aren't going to pick the best agent either. They're going to pick the one that their brain already trusts. So today we're going to break down what Nike teaches insurance agents about branding and why in this industry specifically, branding is not optional.
So, insurance is different. Let's talk about something nobody really says out loud. As an insurance agent, you don't design the products, you don't control pricing, you don't create the benefits or make plan standardizations, which means most agents are literally selling the same thing, the same carriers, the same plans, and the same benefits. So, if the product's the same, what are people actually choosing? They're choosing you, your communication, your energy, the clarity you provide, and your trustworthiness and your presence. Honestly, some clients just really like being with you because of the person that you are. In insurance, you are the differentiator, you are the brand, and most agents completely underestimate that. Branding isn't about standing out for attention, it's about being easy to choose.
Nike doesn't sell shoes, they sell identity. They sell confidence and belonging and motivation. Now let's look at some things that agents sell: deductibles, copays, networks, plan charts. But that's not what clients want. Clients want peace of mind, they want safety, they want someone who has their back, and someone who makes this confusing system feel manageable. So the truth is, your client is going to forget the deductible. I'm sure you're well aware of that based on all the January calls that we get. But they are not going to forget how safe you made them feel. And if your entire brand is built around information, you are competing with Google. If your brand is built on trust, you become irreplaceable.
That's right. You are the product. And this is where insurance is different from Nike. Nike can redesign a shoe. You can't redesign Medicare as many times as we've tried. So your brand isn't about the product. It's about how you explain things, how you show up, your consistency, and how human you feel. People don't choose plans. They choose the person they feel comfortable calling when something goes wrong. It's branding.
Totally.
It's you.
Yeah.
Nike didn't become iconic by constantly reinventing itself. They repeated the same message for decades. Do we know what it is?
Just do
Just
it.
do it. That's right. And they put it on everything. We've been talking about Nike as shoes, and I wanted to take a second. Like, they put their logo and that swoosh on everything: shirts, pants, hats, bags. I mean, you name it, their logo is everywhere. And it reminds people all the time of just seeing that logo that people are going to identify with that and their qualities of it. So here's the psychology of it. The human brain trusts what it recognizes.
Yep.
That's why we always talk about putting your face on your business card. People will recognize that and they see you, and that reminds them of how they felt about you, the psychology of it.
Yep.
So for agents, this means in your branding, you need to use the same colors, the same tonality. Your message needs to drip on their shoulder as a constant reminder to remind them your positioning in the market. What you don't want to do is have a new logo every year, having random posts that don't sound, feel, or look like you. We don't want to be different, branding our personality every month, right? From a super serious to a wild and crazy. I tend to lean toward the wild and crazy at times. If your brand feels chaotic, inconsistent, or unclear, your audience subconscious labels you as risk. Trust is really built through repetition. Boring consistency beats flashy and inconsistent every time.
Nike's message is really simple. If you have a body, you're an athlete. Taking a look at a common agent bio, I help with health insurance and Medicare and life insurance and dental and vision and accident plans and da 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 da. That's not positioning, that is confusion. So, strong agents, here's some examples. I help first time Medicare clients avoid costly mistakes. I specialize in retirees transitioning off employer coverage. Or I help small business owners protect their teams. Here's the rule. If people can't immediately understand what you do, they won't take the time to stop and learn. Clarity is going to create confidence, and confidence creates conversions.
Let's look at visibility and how it beats perfection. So Nike didn't want to be perfect before showing up, and neither should you. Side note, we joke about our prep for these podcast recordings, and it's not always perfect. But you got to show up and you got to do your best. And over time, it becomes easier and easier, and you look more perfect and polished because you've done it so many times. Mm-hmm. So most agents delay in posting because my lighting isn't good. My microphone keeps having feedback. We've dealt with that. My office isn't perfect, and I don't know what to say. Meanwhile, the agent who shows up consistently and imperfectly is building mental real estate in that person's mind just because they're doing it. In this industry, being visible is better than being polished. Totally. And being consistent is better than being cinematic like we're trying to do, adding my goofy face to this show.
Oh my gosh.
And people really choose the agent they recognize, yep, not the agent with the prettiest Canva graphics.
Definitely. So let's make this practical. Here are 3 things that you can do this week in terms of your branding. So step 1, you're going to write one positioning sentence. And it's going to be really simple. It's I help blank with blank. That's it. Not everything, not everyone, one clear lane. Now, the second step you're going to do is audit your brand honestly and ask yourself, would I follow this page? Is my message clear? Do I look trustworthy or do I look chaotic? Be honest with yourself. And then the third thing you're going to do is show your face 3 times this week. Not ads, not stock photos, yourself. You can do tips, you can do stories, you can do behind the scenes. Remember that you are the brand.
Yeah, those are 3 great points. And what I like most about writing them out and rehearsing and kind of practicing them is sometimes we show up not at our best, right? Didn't sleep well, the kids are chaotic, the car's not working how it's supposed to. Life gets in the way of us being our best. But when we have polished words that we can say almost without even having to think about it, it gives you the ability to show up looking very prepared, even then when you're not feeling the most prepared. So have kind of some go-to statements. They don't need to sound robotic, and you don't need to say it verbatim, but if you practice them, they will become second nature, that you can give those at a moment's notice and look really your best.
So in closing of this episode, here's the mindset shift that you're going to take into your branding. You are not just selling insurance. You are building recognition, you are building trust, and you're building comfort before the sale ever happens. Because when the products are the same, the relationship is the product that you're selling. So the agent who understands that is going to win long term.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode. By you showing up and taking the time to continue to improve yourself and your brand, we know you're going to be a very successful agent. You may not want to grow your company to the size of, let's say, Nike, but if we have that, at least that movement, and we're going a little bit in that direction, we can continue to be successful and grow it to the height that you really want, remember to reach out to us. You can message us, give us a call. We want to help you with these steps. So as Yana explained earlier, do the steps yourself and then reach out to us and we'll go through them with you as well.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for listening. Happy branding, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.